Today, I would like to speak to you about the effects of food insecurity in early childhood development. Have any of you ever wondered where your next meal was going to come from and how long you were going to have to wait to get it? Every day, thousands of children, maybe even your next door neighbor, suffers from food insecurity and wonders how and when they are going to get their next meal. After working with some of these children for over 20 years in the school system, I have seen many hungry children who have no idea where their next meal is going to come from. Food insecurity can be described as living in a household that does not have access to adequate amounts of food or the financial security to purchase adequate amounts of food. Food insecurity can cause psychological and behavioral problems, poor school performance, and negative physical health conditions. According to the Center for the Study of Social Policy, food insecurity during early childhood development can cause psychological and behavioral concerns as the child matures. The Center for the Study of Social Policy published a blog series about Week of the Young Child, in which they studied combating food insecurity in early childhood and how food insecurity can have negative effects on psychological and behavioral aspects of a child's life. Children who suffer from food insecurity usually have lowered self-esteem and reduced energy levels, causing them to be excluded from the other kids, which causes psychological trauma. Not enough food causes a lack of motivation to fit in with other students around them. When a child is hungry, they are unable to sit still and focus, causing behavioral concerns. Their minds are not on the task at hand, but rather on how long they will have to wait until they eat something. Science Daily referenced an article on March the 21st, 2017, originally published by the Society for Research in Child Development, that explores how living in food insecure homes negatively affects school performance in early childhood. Studies show that chronically hungry children are more apt to have poor school performance. 62% of America's teachers regularly see kids who come to school hungry because they aren't getting enough to eat at home. A lack of adequate nutrition causes lowered brain function. Proper nutrition is required to maintain the metabolic functions necessary for learning. Chronically hungry children can suffer from poor memory retention. This is due to the fact that their cognitive function is lessened due to malnutrition. In my interview with Melinda Kaufman, who is the staff chair at the Fulton County Extension Office, she explained some of the lifelong health conditions that accompany a person who spent their early childhood years in a food insecure home. Malnutrition affects every body system that is responsible for maintaining homeostasis. Food insecurity can cause children to eat foods that fill them up rather than foods that are healthy for them. These foods usually consist of high fat, carbs, and sugar levels which fill the children up but are not nutritious, causing underlying disease or health problems. A poor diet during childhood has been linked to diseases such as diabetes, heart disease, and digestive disorders. A diet poor in proper nutrition leads to skeletal and muscular weakness and affects proper growth. It causes bone deficiencies, leading to brittle bones that are easily broken. Growth can be stunted because bones and muscles don't form properly due to lack of nutrition. The effects of food insecurity during early childhood development are vast, include psychological and behavioral troubles, poor school performance, and lifelong health conditions. So the next time you say you are starving, please remember there are children all around you who really are starving. Thank you, Rebekah Perez.